Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Nerders. I'm Rich.
And I'm Nick.
And today we're going to be talking about some video game news. So what do you got for us this week, Nick?
Alright, so, interesting week of video game news.
Okay.
I wouldn't say the most exciting news, maybe, but an interesting week. So, let's get right into it. Nintendo unveiled a couple of things this past week, or in the week or so. First of which that we're going to talk about is some Pokemon news.
Ooh.
So, we got was it considered a direct? I didn't watch it.
No, it was just a trailer.
Alright, yeah. Some video was released on the next Pokemon games, Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. We got a release date, November 18th of this year.
3DS
for the
and 2DS.
And the 2DS, which is now $79.
Oh.
That's low. If you don't have these, you know,
Get
maybe for $79, it is worth the risk that once the NX, whatever that is, comes out, they stop making games for these things. With that said, we learned some other stuff about Pokemon Sun and Moon, including the new starters. There's an owl.
Yeah.
That is the grass type.
It's grass and flying.
Grass and flying, because it's an owl. There is a kitty cat. That's the fire.
It's a fire cat, Litten, I think its name is. I don't remember what the owl's name is.
And there's some dumb-looking water
it's like a
thing.
clown seal.
It looked real stupid.
It looks weird.
I wasn't thrilled with these starters.
No, like
I guess I'm not a cat person, but I guess I'll be the fire cat.
That's
but
kind
I'm
of what
always the cat.
That's kind of what
I'm always the cat. I'm always the fire type. It's
that's my concern.
I wanna be the clown seal.
I went with Greninja in X and Y.
Me too, because I was always fire.
Because I'm usually always fire. Only time I've ever been leaf or grass was in the remake of Silver, because I played Gold. Excuse me. Way back when as I think the fire type in the original Gold, and then Squirtle in Red and Blue. So
yeah, I was Squirtle when I did Blue. I played Red, I played Blue, and then I played Yellow.
Okay. I don't know. Like, they're fine. I'm kind of bummed because they showed the owl one first, and it was grass and fly. And I was like, cool. You know, people have been talking about trying to, change up these starters. What if we got 3 different types? And I was like, okay, well, this time we're going to have 2 different types. Like, they're going to be, dual types for all 3. And then it was
or just totally you start with, a psychic Pokemon.
Yeah. And then it was like, nope. The other one is just a normal plain fire, and the other one is just a normal water. And I saw something today about the owl being, like, the quickly most hated Pokemon. Like, it's gotten a lot of hate or some weird thing. And I'm like, it doesn't look bad. It's just a little grass owl.
See, the thing is, starters or not, you can catch other Pokemons. I know I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna get this game. But I don't really care about these starters. Last year when Omega Red or Omega,
I think it was 2 years ago.
Whatever it was.
It was 2014.
Yeah, I got those. I still haven't played it yet.
Nope. I opened it so I could get the free Pokemon or the event Pokemon, and I haven't touched it since.
So I still have that sitting, waiting to be played. I know I probably won't play it before the next one. And the thing is, if I do try and play that before the next one, then I won't want to play Sun and Moon by the time they come out. Because it is it's a great experience, but they're a repetitive experience. With that said, I'm still going to get Sun and Moon, or one or the other, probably Moon.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Moon right now.
But that's the news that we got,
yeah,
and we found out we'll be getting them in November.
Yeah, and they're going to take place, like, the region's like a Hawaiian-based region, which could be interesting. There's, like, a man with a shirtless guy who looks like it seems to be this game's Professor Oak. A little creepy old shirtless guy luring you into his place with the promise of pets.
Come see my balls.
Come open up my Pokeballs.
But like you said, it is the same 3 types again, right? For the most part.
Yeah.
And I think I'll be more excited for this game if more details starts to come out that it is different in not just, hey, this time we added this way to trade Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like truly different things. Because
one thing I did notice that was kind of cool, and this isn't a huge difference, but from the footage in the trailer of you moving through the land, it's all done like from behind instead of top down. Like in X and Y, when you're walking through the main city, how it's all from behind. Like this is how this looks, which
Interesting.
It's different, but it's not like a big...
Give me gameplay difference.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Game mechanic, I guess. I don't know. That is different, but you know what I mean. Something. All right, so the other Nintendo news that we got just this very day that we were recording is, we talked about last week or the week before, I forget, the next 2 Nintendo mobile games, Fire Emblem and the Animal Crossing games, whatever they end up being. We found out today that they will be free to play.
Yep.
So they will, I'm sure have lots of things that you want to spend your money on and you hopefully won't within. We don't know what these are. It's interesting, like when the news came out that it was a Fire Emblem game and an Animal Crossing game, a lot of people that that you listen to talk about these things got really excited because New Leaf was awesome and just having that on your phone on the go is going to be great, and Fire Emblem lends itself so well to mobile, and it's like, do you really think that it's just going to be new entries in those games? Because I don't believe that's what they're going to be.
No, I mean, I think there'll be some like I could see Animal Crossing being a little more on the Tomodachi life end, sort of like Miitomo, where it's like, okay, but this time you have a house and you have this and you can go see people. And something I was watching today, they were talking about, I don't know what it was. It was a Colin Gregg Live, something that I saw, and they were like, oh, maybe the free to play, the microtransactions come in with the bells, or you want to pay off your house quicker? Okay, well you can buy bells, or you want that new shirt or this thing or that thing, well, give us money and then you can get that stuff and you don't have to work for the bells. Pay off that mean old Tom Nook.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Obviously I'm 100% more likely to download them, that I don't have to pay $10.
Sure.
And, I deleted Miitomo the other day.
Really?
Yeah. Just taking up space in my phone. What the hell was that thing? All right, next bit of news. I almost have no thoughts on this, but I thought we might get some feedback.
Okay.
Why didn't you mention this? Sid Meier's Civilization 6 is announced to come out October 21st.
Cool. I'm interested. I haven't played a Civ game since 3, and I really, really liked 3.
I've never played one.
They're fun.
I'm sure.
I'd be curious to check this out.
There you go. Well, you can, October 21st. Not a busy time of year at all for video games.
Not at all.
He said tongue-in-cheek. All right, next. EA has confirmed that Mass Effect Andromeda will be at E3. That's exciting news for me.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool.
It'd be a lot cooler for you if you played those games.
I'll get around to it.
You need to do it.
Eventually I'll get there.
If they announce at E3, even though they've said that they aren't going to do it, if they do in fact do it, the trilogy remaster,
I'll buy it.
You have to do it.
Oh yeah, well that's what I've been waiting for. And now that they're pushing Andromeda until 2017, that I could see them releasing a collection for the fall.
Me too.
Kind of like how they did with Uncharted. It was like, well, here to hold you over, here's the Uncharted collection.
I agree. I agree so much that I would say, if that doesn't happen, it really isn't going to happen, in their comments on it in the past were true. So then you'll know to just play the other way.
I'll buy the PS3 versions.
All right. Next, EA also, in a statement, said that Battlefront 2 will release next year and will consider something about more exciting maps and possibilities because they will be centering on the new movies, plural.
Could be cool.
I'm excited. Give me news about a single-player campaign, though.
Yeah. That's what I was.
It's going to be part of it, though. It's going to be part of it.
It has. I mean,
whenever they present this, EA is not doing a presentation at E3, so it won't be there.
Yeah,
they're going to be there in their outside thing, but
I could almost see them though not doing a single player campaign for this because they're working on like 3 other single player Star Wars games,
but from different companies.
Sure, I mean it's all EA though. I mean, because we don't want to.
But when the number one critique, the number one thing that Battlefront has sold, they announced during this thing that it has sold 14 million copies. It might have sold 18.
I would have bought
19
it. If it had a single player campaign, I would have.
And they know that.
Yeah,
they absolutely know that. So never say never.
Sure, no, I'm not saying it won't, but I could see them being.
I agree. They also announced that they expect to have a new Star Wars game every year from different studios for the next 4 years at least.
That's cool. I mean, they've got enough people and stuff announced that it's being worked on.
And there was a new Star Wars game last year, Disney Infinity 3.0.
Oh.
There won't be a Disney Infinity 4.0 because Disney has pulled the plug on Disney Infinity, as well as pulled the plug on self-publishing video games altogether from Disney.
Which I don't think they've done that for quite a while.
Well, Disney Infinity was considered.
Well,
it was a return to form. They hadn't done anything before that in a while, but they hadn't officially stopped either.
Sure.
This was surprising news.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of came out of nowhere. Like, I saw someone post about it on Facebook, and all they did was, like, they screenshotted a tweet from, like, a Wall Street... I can't remember the journalist, but I think it was from the Wall Street Journal. And it said it, and I was like, is this real? Did they just get their facts wrong? Like, what? And then I didn't hear anything about it for, like, another hour, and then finally it was just everywhere. Everyone had it.
Because a couple months ago, when sales figures were coming out, end of the year type stuff, almost everything was saying universally that of the Toys to Life things, Disney Infinity was the best selling.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed to be doing really well. Like, this kind of thing usually doesn't happen until it's like, oh, clear. You know, you hear a lot of like, oh, sales are down, like it's dropping, no one's buying. Like, it seems to be like it was going.
The only thing I can think is it was going well, it was still selling well, but they might have expected that 3.0, while selling well, would have sold exponentially better.
It didn't quite hit their expectations.
Because it added Star Wars. It added further Marvel support. Mm-hmm. And these things combined, while it was still selling very well, it didn't show the growth needed to justify a 4.0, where quite frankly, 1.0 was Disney, 2.0 added Marvel, 3.0 added Star Wars, 4.0 to get even bigger, they didn't have any. They used their ace in the hole.
And clearly the jump to Star Wars didn't do the numbers.
To just end it.
Well, some report that it was like $100 million, $150 million loss or something they were going to take. It was some huge, like, thing, which I'm sure they'll make back.
Anybody can take it.
Yeah, I mean, they'll make that back in no time with Star Wars or something. You know, it sucks, and they're closing down their studio. So it's, you know.
Yeah, it hurts them, and then the people who were, you know, more or less co-developing Infinity, was it Avalanche?
Yeah, it was Avalanche.
You know, so they're probably going to be hurting.
Yeah,
all the Disney.
I mean, I think they closed Avalanche down.
So that's a lot of people looking for jobs. Hopefully, they get work.
Yeah.
But,
so our best go out to them, of course. On the silver lining, though, in this, what could be cool, and this is a little bit selfish.
I know where you're going.
This could ultimately mean we get Disney, Marvel, Star Wars characters in LEGO Dimensions.
Yeah.
Which would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Because, I mean, you already have the LEGO Star Wars Force Awakens coming out this summer. So I was like, oh, you know, was that gonna... But they're still doing other LEGO games. You know, they have a Marvel... They just had an Avengers Marvel game come out. Star Wars. And you didn't see Toys to Life because Disney Infinity had it. When Disney Infinity doesn't have it, maybe we'll get Marvel and...
Certainly very possible.
And then with DC as a part of that too, you could have some kind of Marvel versus DC thing going on. It's a lot of possibilities here.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, obviously we'll...
If that's breaking news, where might we tweet about it?
We can tweet about it at both of our Twitters. I'm on Twitter at Rich Belson.
I'm at Stonks.
The channel's on Twitter at OABeer_official, and you can email us at overbeerofficial@gmail.com or on Facebook at facebook.com/overabeer. Instagram over_a_beer, and of course YouTube at youtube.com/overabeer. But that'll wrap up our video game news for today. So until next time, drink up
and butter me up.